I was introduced to Reading Horizons a couple of years ago, and it was an eye-opening experience. The day I sat in that training, I had goosebumps running up and down my arms, knowing that I had finally found what I needed to help my struggling readers learn how to read.
I had a wonderful teacher at the last school that I was at. She recommended the program to me, and we bought it for her. And after watching her use it for 2 weeks, I had 6 other teachers come in and ask me if I would get it for them. When I switched to this school, one of the first things I did was have some of my teachers here go back and watch that teacher teaching using Reading Horizons. And when they came back after just watching her for an hour, they asked if there was any way that I could get it for them.
The training is amazing. Their trainers are completely prepared to come into a school and help you feel confident. They give every person who goes through their training and uses the program a customer success manager, and they are so amazing to help you with any questions.
When we were all of a sudden thrown into the at-home learning, the supports were there, and it was almost immediate that customer service was reaching out to me and was showing us the programs that were available. It was very nice to have a program like this that had the educational supports and the backups that we could share lessons with our students virtually, and they love it. They love learning about the marking of the words and how they prove the words. Like, it's been so fun to watch the excitement that these little ones have.
Another thing I love about it is that it just makes sense to the kids on how they're sounding out the words, why the spelling works. Understanding those rules now, I look at it and say, why didn't I have this as a kid?
I feel much more confident about my reading because now I know how to mark words and sound them out, and I really like reading now. It's super fun because when you stumble onto a really hard word, you can mark it and just grab a piece of paper and mark it.
It is so systematic and sequential. It builds upon itself. It's engaging. The students love it. In fact, when I go in and teach a lesson, they're begging me to keep doing the dictation portion because they love that so much. They look forward to every single Reading Horizons lesson that comes about.
They need to have those foundational skills. They need to have that opportunity to learn to know their letter names and sounds, to be able to blend before they can go on and read a passage. And because Reading Horizons is so specific in their foundational skills, my students are learning and succeeding in that.
Because of Reading Horizons, we have seen our Acadience reading scores soar through the roof. The very first year we did Acadience reading, we saw our students leave more prepared for second grade than we have ever had them before. And even with last year's soft closure, they came back to third grade and had gained 2% from where the previous year who had not received Reading Horizons entered. This is a program that I think every school in Utah should be using.